This is just gonna have to be good enough. Hi guys, welcome back. You don't know this, but this is my third time recording this video. It is currently 10:23 on April 4th. Hopefully you guys can see that. And you're currently watching this, if you're watching this the first day I upload, on April 5th. So let me just give a little backstory. The first time I recorded this was the same day that I recorded my April TBR, but for some reason some of the footage was missing. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I just missed like uploading it to my hard drive or if it got deleted somehow. I don't know what happened. If I never pressed record, that's a huge possibility also, because I was not feeling great that day. So that was the first instance. So then I re-recorded it sometime this week. I think earlier this week I re-recorded it, and then I just looked at the footage and I did not like how I looked. I mean, I don't look that much better now, but there I had a huge zit right here and I was like, it won't be that noticeable. And then I go to look at the footage, it's noticeable. You can see it's Mount Fuji was on my chin. So we're gonna try this again. We are gonna record this video again, and even if I don't like how I look in right now, which I really don't, but it's better than how I was when I recorded it the second time, we're just gonna roll with it. You guys are just gonna have to get used to me looking like this, because I don't do my makeup all the time. And you know, I want to start doing vlogs, reading vlogs, and I'm not gonna put makeup on for a reading vlog because that's just not, I just don't. We're gonna try this again for the third time, so welcome to my birthday book haul. If you're not subscribed already, join the chaotic family of whatever this is and go ahead and subscribe. I try to upload every Monday and Friday. We're gonna get into this book haul because I literally cannot be bothered to do a super long intro. So here we go, we're gonna start. Okay, so the first little stack that we're gonna go through is the books I got on Amazon. I got Amazon and Barnes & Noble gift cards for my birthday. I spent the most at Barnes. So are we surprised? Not really. As you can see my hand, this is the top of my Barnes stack. This is the top of my Amazon stack. So the first book is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. This book is just giving cozy. It's giving cozy, it's giving fantasy, it's giving, she's an academic, it's giving cozy fantasy. So I'm really excited to read this one. I'm not going to give as much detail as I have been because again, y'all are going to get tired of me saying this, but this cover is super cute. I bought a lot of these books based on recommendations from other booktubers or friends or book talk or the covers. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. It does not seem very long, and I know the second book just came out, so I'm really excited to get into this and hopefully I enjoy it. I know a lot of people, it's 50-50 on if people like this or not, but Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, that is book 1. The second book I got is Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. I loved the premise of this book. I love the whole, we're gonna help the villain achieve what the villain wants. I love that. That is such, I think as somebody who is kind of tired of superhero movies, I love books that are about villains. I don't know why. I'm a dark romance girly, so maybe that's why I really enjoy those, but Assistant to the Villain, again, I just loved this premise. It seems like a quick little read and I cannot wait to read it, and I hope there's more books. I believe there are more books within the series. I believe a second book just got announced and or released. Don't quote me on that, but I'm really excited to read it. It looks so cute, so cozy, and fun. It just looks fun. Like, look at the little books at the bottom there. They're so cute. It says evil plants, poison and puree, monologuing, disposing of damsels. Like, that's so, it's so cute. I love it. Do you want to come say hi? Do you want to come say hello? Come here. Say hello, Mama. Say hello to the people. Say hello to the people. Oh my goodness, you're interrupting my book haul and I just want to be done so I can edit and then go to bed. But I love you. Okay, so these next two books are actually recommendations from Rachel over at Raven Haired Reader. I love Rachel's videos. She is the romantasy queen, so anything that she says to read, I'm probably gonna buy and read. So the first book is The Ever King by L.J. Andrews. This book just gave me Pirates of the Caribbean vibes, but with fae. And honestly, like, that's all I needed. Like, sign me up. Pirate-esque fae, I'm down with it. I am so down. I don't even actually know if this has fae in it, but even if it doesn't, I'm gonna choose to believe that it does. So we're just gonna we're gonna roll with it because I can't be bothered. But I keep turning to this picture because it just has me in a chokehold. Like, excuse me, sir? Excuse me? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? But I'm very excited for this. The Ever King by L.J. Andrews. And then the last book I got from Amazon is Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. This is book 1 in the War of Lost Hearts trilogy, I believe. I believe this is a trilogy. I just love this. This is giving strong female lead, strong female main character. This is giving bad bitch energy. And I just love that. I love that for me as a reader, and I love that for her as a character. And I love that for her as an author, because if you can write a strong female lead, sign me up. That's all I gotta say. That is all I gotta say. So those are the 4 books I got at Amazon. And now we're gonna move on to Barnes, which is my biggest stack. And actually, just because I'm filming this late, and by late, I mean late, I'm going to show you one more book I got from Amazon. This was not for my birthday. This was just because y'all are getting a little sneak peek because I'm currently reading it. The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer. This is the second book in the Vancouver Storm series. The first book was Behind the Net. Hockey romance. Hockey romance. I loved Behind the Net, and I'm so excited to read this one. I'm loving the premise so far. It has fake dating. It has ex's rival. It's hockey. Just, you know, we love. This was not part of my birthday, but I just wanted to show you guys because I just got it today or yesterday. I can't remember, but I'm super excited. So that was just a little bonus. A little bonus just for you besties. Okay, so this is not the same order that I did it in last time, but it's fine. We're spicing it up. So the first couple books that I'm going to show you are part of a series. Have I read any of the series? No, because I got Done and Dusted, which is book 1, and Swift and Saddled, which is book 2 by Lila Sage. This is a Rebel Blue Ranch novel. I am super excited to read these. First of all, these covers are so cute. I know y'all hear it all over the place how adorable these covers are, but it's giving. It's giving, I don't even know what it's giving. It's giving comic book, but like make it cowboy. You know what I'm saying? It's giving comic book cowboy. Can that be a genre if it's not already? Please and thank you. But these are small town cowboy romances set in Wyoming. I actually just finished Flawless by Elsie Silver, and I'm in a cowboy mood. I am in a cowboy mood, so I'm hoping that I'll really love these. I also really love this cover because my girl is tatted. My girl, she's tatted, and I don't know if you've seen, but I'm also quite tatted. So, you know, I love when us tatted girls are represented in romance novels. So Done and Dusted and Swift and Saddled are my first books from Amazon. And then we have The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. I believe this was also recommended by Rachel. I feel like I say this, but I'm not sure. I feel like anything that's a fantasy that could potentially have romance in it, I just assume that Rachel recommended it. This was also giving me strong Aladdin vibes, and I love Aladdin. We love Aladdin, but she's a thick book. This book is kind of hefty. It is over 500 pages, and the font is, well, it's not tiny, but it's not big either. So, City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, I'm really excited. I want to get into fantasy a lot more. I feel like I read fantasy, but I want to, like, get into fantasy, you know what I'm saying? I want to get into it more. And then we have Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. This is definitely not fantasy. This is definitely fiction. And I believe it's... I keep going back and forth on if it's short stories, but I don't think it's short stories. I think it's just different stories about different people who go into this coffee shop. I'm really excited to read this. I've heard mixed things again about this. It's translated fiction, I believe. I really hope I'm right, but I want to get into more translated fiction and honestly just reading more books from different cultures. I think that would be a lot of fun to do. So we're going to start with this one, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and I really hope that I enjoy it because it looks super cute and I love that. The next book I got is The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. If you know me, you know I don't like thriller. You know I don't like horror. So this was a out of my comfort zone buy. I have heard really amazing things about Frida McFadden's writing, and I'm really excited to read this, but also kind of scared. So I'm gonna need you besties to talk me up in the comments saying, Haley, it's not that scary. You're grown. You're 28 years old. Get over it and read the book. But then if that doesn't work and I don't like it, I'm just gonna give it to my best friend because she loves everything scary. Or my mom. My mom also likes thriller. Anyway, The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I am not going to read the synopsis because I want to go in blind. I feel like thrillers, you gotta go in blind, so I don't know anything. I just know there's a maid. I think she gets locked in a room, but I don't know. Me no know, but we're just going to find out later. This next book, I have been seeing in Barnes for at least a year, and I always pick it up. I always read the back of it, and I'm always like, wow, that sounds so interesting, but I never buy it. But this time, I bought it. I was like, it's time. It's time for you to come home. You're coming home with me. You know what I'm saying? So I got The Inheritance of Orquídea Divina by Zoraida Cordova. I thought that this premise sounded really, really cool. It's giving mystery. It's giving inheritance games, even though I haven't read inheritance games, but it's giving that, you know? I'm just gonna say it's giving, even though it's not giving. Just roll with me, you know? Roll with me on this. But I have been seeing this book for at least a year, and it looks very interesting, so I'm really excited to get into it. Let me know down in the comments if you've read this book and what you thought of it. I haven't heard many people talk about that, at least in the spaces that I'm in. I haven't heard anybody really talk about the book, so I'm really excited to read it. Okay, so the next book I got is Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. I have not read an R.F. Kuang book yet, but I feel like every book that she puts out, I read or I buy. I have Babel, I have The Poppy War, but I have not read either of those books. Her books, I feel like, can be very heavy and very, like, they can dive into heavier topics. So I think that's why I've avoided reading them, but I still buy them. Because I do want to read them. I do want to dive into the heavy topics. It's just I haven't been ready. You know what I'm saying? But when I am ready, I'll have them so that I could just read them. Does that make sense? Does anything make sense anymore? We don't know. But Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. I'm really excited to read that. I've heard really good things about that book. The next book I got is The High Mountain Court by A.K. Mulford. This is in the 5 Crowns of Okrith series. This book is about witches and fae. 2 of my favorite things to read about are witches and fae. So I read that and was like, get in my basket. Into the basket. Because I'm so excited to read about this. I don't think I've read a book yet that has mixed the two. I'm trying to think if I have. I don't think I have. I mean, I guess you could say Crescent City, but not like this. You know what I'm saying? Where there's a war between the two. You know? So, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but I'm really excited for that one. The next book I got is A Marvelous Light by Freya Marsk. I really liked the premise of this book, and I also really loved the blurbs on the back, and this cover is so pretty. I loved this cover, but yeah, I'm really excited to read this. Again, a lot of these books were in the fantasy section. I really tried to focus more on the fantasy because I really want to get into just fantasy. Like, I want to expand into just fantasy, not just fanro. So okay, so the next book I got is Savage Lover by Sophie Lark. This is the third book in the Brutal Birthright series, and this is the book that I'm currently on. This one is about Camille and Nero, which honestly, Nero is probably one of my favorite Gallo brothers besides Dante, and I'm really excited to read this. I am trying to read these a little bit slower than I normally would. They're all on Kindle Unlimited, but I'm trying to take my time. You know, when I read a series and I really enjoy the series, I tend to binge the series, but I'm trying to take my time. I'm trying to make them last, you know, even though I'm really far behind because, I mean, everybody and their dad has read this. But, you know, I'm just trying to enjoy what I read, and I'm also trying to get through my humongous physical TBR because I just keep getting more books. Like, my book of the month this month, I got 6 books, I think. It's bad. It's not good. I'm going on a book buying ban. I'm stating it here. I'm getting 1 book of the month book each month, and then I'm going on a book buying ban. I'm not buying any more books. Hopefully. Alright, the next book I got was volume 2 of Fruits Basket by Natsuki Takaya. I love Fruits Basket. I definitely want to get into manga more. I love anime. I have a lot of romance mangas that I really, really love, and I think I'm going to focus on buying those. So this is volume 2. It's really hard for me to find the volumes I need when I go to Barnes, so I'm going to have to be on the lookout a little bit more than I have been. But I'm really excited to have this volume. I'm excited to get back into it. I love this anime, and I'm excited to continue with the manga. Okay, you guys, the last 2 books that I have from Barnes are books in a series. Now you may be asking, Haley, are you currently on the books that you bought? No, I haven't even read book 1, but it doesn't even matter. We have The Glue Between Stars and The Dawn in Its Light by Piper CJ. These are books 3 and 4 in the Night in Its Moon series. I don't know what the series is called. Does this series have a name? I don't know if this series has a name. So we're just gonna call it The Night in Its Moon series. These are books 3 and 4. Honestly, y'all, even if I don't like them, look how beautiful these covers are. You cannot tell me that these covers are not like some of the most gorgeous covers you've ever seen in your entire life. So even if I don't like this series, which I think I'm going to, I have a feeling in mi corazón that I'm gonna like it. But even if I don't, you know, these covers are gorgeous. So that's that on that, you know? And it's my gift card and I chose to spend it like that. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining me again. I'm so glad I finally got this recorded. I'm gonna go edit it right now. So if you're watching this on Friday, hey, how's it going? Thank you for watching, even though this is my 3rd time recording it, and hopefully it's not a complete disaster, but I really appreciate it. I do have some books stacked up for an unhaul. If you guys would like a unhaul, please let me know down below. If you made it this far in the video, please leave a dog emoji, because my dog decided to make a grand entrance in this video. So leave me a dog emoji down below. It could be any dog of your choosing. But thank you again so much. I will see you guys all next time. And yeah, I love you. Goodbye.